I think if God's plow was allowed to go through this auditorium and the warehouse and the fire hall and Churchill and whoever else is listening here, I think there would be so much churned up stuff that we would be blown away. I think we would see how really broken we are and how in need of healing so many of us are. How we have allowed the scars to just kind of get buried down into our lives. I think we would see broken relationships brought to the surface and ask for healing. I think we would see shattered dreams brought to the surface and ask for God to touch those. I think we would see divided homes and divided marriages brought to the surface where God can touch them and apply his healing touch. I think that we probably have a bunch of people that are part of our church family that are haunted by mistakes of their past, haunted by memories that they've never been healed from, haunted by things like maybe a divorce or maybe an abortion or maybe a crime that was committed, maybe being violated, maybe a rape, maybe a failure of some sort that just has been buried in our lives. I think there would be more than a few buried addictions churned up and brought to the surface and allowed to see the light. I think there would be fears and struggles and those of us who are desperate for healing. Now, in order to do that, there's a risk that's taken, isn't there? And most of us would say, I'm not going to go up for prayer. I'm not going to talk to somebody about needing healing in this area of my life because then they would know I don't have it together. Listen, we already know you don't have it together. Because none of us have it together. You know, in the early days of this church, we used to say something so often. We haven't said it very often lately. But we used to say this. We had it on our billboard out on the street. Faded jeans and broken people welcome. We are still about that.